Welcome to Moribisto Media. My name is Moribisto Kamambogwa. I'm having the honor and the privilege of hosting Mr. Simon Shu. Simon Shu is the Chief Innovation Officer at Copenhagen FinTech. He has been in Kenya for the last 1 week. He has had a conversation with big boys in as far as financial inclusion. He has met all the people who matter in that area, and we are having a small conversation during a network session organized by the Netmark Embassy and Copenhagen FinTech. And we will have a brief conversation of his experience in Kenya. He had the privilege of seeing the starting of one Rally Championship in Nairobi.
Some relations in the part of the world where we have not been so active so far, but we're very happy to be here and hope to build up some relations that we can use in our future work.
Thank you, thank you. You have been here for the last 1 week, and I do assume that you had a nice stay in Nairobi.
Very nice. So this has been an experience. Traffic has been an experience, but also the nice people and the talented people. So we met a lot of financial institutions. We met a lot of startups. We met a lot of very friendly people. So there's a lot we can learn from what you've been doing here and how you work. But there's also a lot I think that we can bring to this. So and that's why we're here to learn and to bring in some of the stuff that we've learned and done in Copenhagen.
Now, when you say fintech, I would like to understand whether you are targeting the blue chip or you are targeting the bottom of the pyramid, the SME. Would you guide us in terms of your focus? Who are you targeting specifically?
For me, fintech is innovation within finance. For me, innovation is about improving stuff for real people or real companies. So for me, fintech is about creating better financial solutions for end users. That is very often end users that have not had financial instruments before, being small companies, being earlier not financially included people. And that is what fintech can do. Fintech can bring financial instruments to people that were earlier not financially included. So
you talk about financial inclusion, and then that implies that hitting at the bottom of the pyramid. Have you managed to find some maybe innovators in Nairobi who could be specifically addressing that concept?
Many. So I think there's many working in that field in Nairobi. I think I think the key challenge for us is how we can match them up with some of the solutions already built in our part of the world, built for another context, for another types of small business, for instance. How can we match them up with some of these solutions, early stage solutions here being built to help, especially I think for the small businesses, we see huge potential for collaboration. How can we help small businesses become digital and help them to actually get the financial instruments that the larger businesses have? I think that's something where we can help them.
We are in the midst of digital disruption, and one of the dangers of digital disruption is kind of loss of jobs because of new technologies, kind of lack of skill sets which may apply for digital, especially in the African setting. Do you anticipate a scenario where we could be talking about universal basic income in the near future? As a result of the digital disruption?
For me, digital disruption is about inventing new solutions. This will, in terms of financial services, mean that some traditional jobs in financial services will be replaced by digital solutions. For us in Copenhagen, why we started the FinTech Hub and the FinTech Lab there was say, well, new jobs will be created in technology. Let's make a hub so we make sure that these jobs are created in Copenhagen, and I think you can do the same in Kenya. Solving Kenya's problem with financial technological projects will also be able to solve a lot of other problems in other areas in the world. So I think that should be the focus. How can we be the place where new solutions are developed, and how can we create jobs on that? Our hub was created by the Financial Services Union because they wanted us to make sure that we also created the jobs of the future.
Are you working in a partnership with another accelerator in Kenya by the name Antra or something? Are they in the same ecosystem or they are doing something different?
We are here to explore potentials for working together with accelerators or hubs, and we are here today with Antler. We were yesterday at the university, and we're talking to different hubs. So that is one of the purposes of our trip here, is how can we work with the I think very early stage fintech association, and how can we work with some of the accelerators here, and that's part of the purpose of why we're here.
Thank you. And you have a few minutes to maybe have a few representatives of some of the organization startups that you are incubating in this networking session. Are they with you here, or just a few representatives, or you came on your own?
Now we brought 4 companies from the Nordics here, and that is representatives of about 1,000 that we could potentially work with in the Nordics. So for us, this is a bit of exploration, and also and bringing these companies. They might be able to do business here, but it's also about validating the potentials for partnering up and having businesses talking to telcos, banks, other startups. Here is how we usually validate whether there's a market fit between our ecosystem and this one.
Okay.
We believe there is.
There's an emerging connection between fintech and blockchain technology, the distributed ledger technology. Would you be in a position to comment about maybe what could be coming in a few years' time, especially considering that I'm having this conversation because I was referred to you by a professor who is championing the use of blockchain technology in education and in the charity domain. Would you want to make a comment on the connection between distributed ledger system technology, blockchain, and the fintech?
Yeah, we think there's a huge potential. It is a technology that can open a lot of doors. We know it's also a political subject, so I won't go into that. But we are purely looking into how can we improve financial services, and the blockchain technology can definitely do that. Mm-hmm. But we are in financial services. The key element in financial services is trust. So if there's not a general trust in blockchain technology, then it won't work, even though the technology might be good. So you need to work on the trust issue. And if the central bank, the banks, if they call it crypto and don't trust the technology, then it's a problem you need to take. It's a real problem then, because trust is the key ingredient in financial services. So yeah, that would be my comment.
Would you want to comment on the element of reception on the ground? How did you like the people you were able to contact within that 1 week? Generally, give you a rating. Did you think they were warm, receptive, enthusiastic in one?
Yeah, I can do that. I'm happy to do that. It's been a pleasure being in Kenya. It's my first time here, and I've been traveling a lot of places. I find it very friendly. I find it actually very easy for me to communicate with people, and so this is definitely has been a huge pleasure being here, and this will not be my last time, and it will not be the Copenhagen FinTech last trip to Kenya. We'll be back.
You came on the right time. We are having the One Rally Championship, and you should go to Naivasha and enjoy the safari rally.
Join the rally. Yeah, I saw the rally today. I was stuck in traffic because of it, but I saw some of the cars. Yeah.
Make sure before you go back to Copenhagen, before you go back to Denmark, follow the circuit and see what's happening.
I'll do that. Thank you.
Thank you. We were having a small conversation with Simon Shaw. Simon Shaw is the Chief Innovation Officer, Copenhagen FinTech, and we are more than honored to have you. And I'm sure he enjoyed his stay in Nairobi. I'm sure you'll be impressed enough to come back in due course.
I can say that for sure. Thank you very much for hosting me for this session, and thank you for all your friendliness. So I'm very happy.
Karibu Kenya. Hakuna matata.
Hakuna. Yeah. We'll do the
COVID handshake. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you very much.